story how you guys both ended up here.
My version of the story is I was at Houston and situation there, it just wasn't a good fit for me. So I was looking for a new home and I seen Arkansas and looked at the depth and seen Coach Odom was here and they wanted me and then Markel, I seen him in the portal and I asked him where he wanted to go and also happened to be a good fit for him.
Ricky, what you obviously had a pretty good season last year, preseason All SEC and everything this year. What have you really strived to improve on? Maybe a leadership role because you've been kind of a young
Yeah,
guy, I guess.
I would say be a better leader this year and be more vocal. I don't think last year I was as vocal. I think this year I need to be more vocal for our unit and overall just improve my run game blocking, I think. Yeah, he's a big guy. He's strong. He has really good hands. He shoots his hands, and you feel him right away. John Ridgeway is a really good player. He's gonna be really good for us. Yeah. Wrestling. Oh, like. Oh yeah. I mean, sometimes he'll throw you to the side or whatever, like a wrestler, like twerking or whatever. But stuff like he'll do stuff like that.
I feel like he's going to be a good player. I feel like he's good right now. He's adjusting to the speed really well, and he's been making an impact in the camp. So I think it'd be pretty good during the season.
Trey, I was wondering, like, what the acceptance level was like from the D linemen here who are already here, and you three guys come in obviously to push for depth and everything like that. What's their acceptance been of you guys?
I mean, aside from football, you just I got to realize that I'm coming in to a place and I'm new. You know what I'm saying? I can't come into someone else's house and tell them what to do, but I can learn the system. So learning the system with the D line has been good. They've embraced me, and I've just been sharing my knowledge of the game, and they've been taking it in and using it at camp, and you can really see it. And yeah, these guys have a lot of tools too.
We've heard from Sam and Barry both that the cross training stuff that you guys have, like Gregory plays outside some and in, and there's other guys. What's the benefit of doing that, and what have you seen from that in this camp?
From what?
The cross training stuff, guys who can go inside, outside. And I think Ridgeway plays the three also.
We have that's what we have a lot of hybrid players. I mean, the guys that can play inside, outside. I play inside, outside. Gregory does, Zach does. We have a lot of inside, outside guys, which makes our D line really versatile. So, I mean, that's really good as well.
Trey, how long were you at Houston?
I was at Houston like 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how glad were you that there was an opportunity at Arkansas?
I mean,
things were working out for you there.
I mean, I was happy. I was like, I was ready to come. I was ready to just make my impact. So,
Is it weird at all coming to another SEC school that you played against? For every season.
it's not really weird. I mean, like I played against Ricky. I played against a lot of guys on the line. Myron. I played against those guys already. So coming here, it's not really weird. They embraced me pretty well. With Coach Odom here and learning a new system, that's been well too, because Coach Odom is home.
With Trey inside out, I guess you've gone up against him some. How do you describe his game?
Trey, he's a fast player. He also uses his hands really well. He's relentless. He's super fast, never quit. I mean, he's got a really good spin move as well. He's gonna be a really good player this year.
When you bring off starters back, there's an expectation. This group's going to be, they have experience. They're going to be better. What do you see from the group? Expectations going
The
into the
O-line.
year?
I think this year we need to take a step up in protection. I think protection is one thing we really need to take a step up in. Also, I mean, keep progressing our run game, but really take a step in our protection and help our quarterbacks out.
Ricky, you got some second-year guys that are, been in the system a little bit. Takist isn't a second-year guy, but he's got his sophomore, I guess. And but what have you seen from him and Jalen St. John, Marcus Henderson, Ray Curry?
Yeah, they keep progressing over camp. Marcus, he's really athletic. He's gonna be a really good player. Jalen's strong. He's big. Same with Ty Keys. They're gonna be really good players for us, but they keep getting better and better every day, and they strive.
About some other guys, like it doesn't have to be offensive linemen. I mean, you're out at practice. You've seen Keytron Jackson, Raheem Sanders, some guys
Anybody?
yeah, just anybody that has jumped out
I
to
think
you
it's
out of
Bryce
the new
Stevens,
guys.
the receiver. He's a freshman. Yeah, he catches my eye like every time we're at practice. So he's gonna be a good player.
What is it about him?
He's just fast. I mean, every time I watch him, he's making plays. So I'm kind of like, he's catching my eye when he's making plays. So
About you, Trey? Anybody, anywhere jumping out to you that's just surprised you maybe?
A guy with a lot of potential and shows a lot of flashes is Keytron Jackson. I mean, that guy, I mean, he has a body. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, and he's really acrobatic in the air. So, I mean, every time I watch, I watch Bryce too. Bryce is pretty good. He's making plays, and so is Keytron. I mean, coming off of the field, coming on the sideline, watching other group come up. My eyes are I already watched Keytron, so I'm watching Keytron, and just one play, he was running down the field, and I didn't think he would jump up and catch this ball, and he jumped up and he ball and came down, and it was just really catch.
I think Rockets just came.
Came from Maine, been high 90s. How's the team handling that? And I think y'all are working towards. Is that something to take heat off y'all?
Yeah, it's like our heat plan, we call it. But I think we stopped. We're staying outside now, but 3 days have been that way because our game with Rice is at 1 o'clock. So we got to be prepared for the heat. It's going to be hot that day.
Hydration. We have it doesn't even matter starting off in the indoor or going outside. I mean, it's humid in the indoor as well. So, I mean, we go outside and it's just as hot, so it's just about preparation and not cramp and just be ready for the game at 11.
For both guys, I think Sam said tomorrow is when you start working on Rice. So I guess today was kind of your last quote camp day where you're just kind of working on yourselves. How do you feel like camp went, and how excited are you to start working on Rice tomorrow?
I think camp went well. I mean, obviously I wasn't in too much of camp, but watching the O-line and the guys, I mean, they worked their tails off. They grinded every single day. So I'm excited to see what this team can do coming out of fall camp and heading into Rice preparation.
Ricky,
Being excited for Rice, I mean, going in, like I keep saying, preparation. I mean, we've been, I've been looking at Rice and just kind of seeing the schemes and just going through, and so has the team. So just coming out of that camp and going into preparation for Rice, I mean, I think that's going to be a big step in our game plan.
what's different this year with you guys? Oh, sorry. I thought you were one time. What's different with you guys this year with your relationship with Coach Pittman and the coaching staff and stuff? And I think he said at Little Rock Touchdown Club last year was a lot about gaining your guys' trust. And now that that's established, kind of take things to the next level.
Yeah, I mean, another year with another coach. I mean, we keep building a relationship with Pittman. Coach Kennedy is awesome. We love him. He's a great teacher. He's a great coach. So we're going to keep continuing to build in our relationships with them as the years go on.
And you with you're just now with Coach Pittman, obviously, and Coach Ashley. What's your experience been like with them, and how has it differed maybe from relationships you've had with coaches in the past?
My relationship with Odom is, it's still strong. I go up there and I chop it up with him and I learn the defense and just kind of dissect the defense going inside out. Coach Ashley's been a really good mentor for me as well. I go and talk to him and learn the defense and just kind of get different drills that I can learn and also self-teach the D-line too as well. So it's been pretty good.
What do you want to get done this year? It's your final year in college, man. What do you want to get done?
Really, I mean, I'm just establishing myself as a pass rusher, not only a pass rusher, but just a dominant end. So coming into the season, I mean, I just got to, just do what I came here to do, just kind of really be that dominant end, really state my presence out there and really just encourage my teammates as well while I'm here.
I think you had 8.5 or 9 sacks at Mizzou. And I know you had Sam mentioned, I think after the first scrimmage, you had at least a couple sacks. This team didn't have a lot of sacks last year. The defense didn't. What do you think you can add to that? And Ricky, like you said, you missed some time, but I'm sure you watched Tre. What do you think about his pass rushing skills? What makes him a good pass rusher?
I mean, like I said earlier, he's got a great spin move. I mean, he's fast. And I mean, basically what I said earlier, he's relentless. I cannot say that word. Relentless. He's relentless, and he never stops. He never stops going. I mean, he's just got great hands. He's a great player. He's really good.
And then Tre, Barry, when you had him at Missouri, he was your head coach. I'm sure he was involved in the defense somewhat, but what's he like now as a coordinator compared to what you remember about when he was the head coach at Missouri?
Just as dominant, just as, aggressive with getting us prepared, just as he's just always on the tip. You know what I mean? He's the same guy that I met at Missouri, same guy that recruited me, same guy that brought me here. He's all that. So I mean, as far as getting us prepared, as far as keeping us on edge, as far as keeping us humble and keeping everybody ready to keep going, and there's more out there to get. Yeah, Coach Odom is always
Yeah, and Ricky,
keeping us on tip.
I'm sorry. Did you want to say something else?
No, you're good.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off there. Ricky, I think I saw this on Twitter, but if so was somebody else correct me, but did you tweet the other day about walking to class and how hot it was and walking up this hill? So
Gosh, yeah.
somebody else.
No, that was me. Yeah, I was walking up the class and I was just like, it just brought back freshman year memories. I was like, oh my gosh, like got to class drenched, sweating. I'm huffing and puffing. I'm like sitting there trying to catch my breath. Everyone else is in there just like sitting down, prepared for class. And I was just like, just brought back all my freshman year memories. I was like, oh, I forgot about this.
Even going to class is a good workout.
No,
around
yeah,
here.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it.